Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Today we are going to be doing a couple different things, but first I just want to recap what I did offline. It was really quick, but over here I increased our circuit production. We were running really short on that, so I added more stone tablet production, and then I increased the amount of buildings that we have over here doing this. Secondly, I increased our power production. And it may not look like it, but this little area right here can produce almost, well, 85.5 megawatts. So our power is doing a lot better than it was. And I also increased our fuel processing because that was starting to lack with the amount of buildings that we had over here. They were just kind of chewing through the fuel a little too quickly. So those are the two things that I did offline. And as I promised at the end of last episode, I have crafted a cargo rocket silo. So again, we are going to place this down over here. So we want to give some decent room for it. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on around this rocket silo, getting it ready to launch. So we are going to place it here, I think. And then I also crafted a cargo landing pad, which we will need to craft one more of these before we go to space. But this is, if you don't know, if you haven't played space exploration before, so the cargo rocket silo is how you get all your stuff to space. You can see here it has a huge inventory, so you can launch a ton of stuff in here. And then the cargo landing pad is basically for your rocket to land safely. If you don't have one of these, it's just going to crash everywhere. So the cargo landing pad makes it so you can automate your rockets pretty easily. And I'm not really sure where we're going to put this, but I'm thinking like right over here. Give it some room to, you know, have stuff going on around it, unloading, whatnot. And then also, you know, we'll be able to build out some infrastructure down here that we might need that goes along with this. So, you know, and we can landfill this pretty easily too. And you may notice that I have four requesters. And you might be thinking that seems kind of strange considering I haven't gotten requesters yet. Originally, when we launched our first satellite, we discovered a weapons cache on Novice. So inside of that cache were the requesters, some heavy composite, and then also a railgun and railgun ammo. And if you haven't used a railgun before, it is absolutely insane. If you'll notice, the anti-material rifle has a range of 70. This has a range of 100, so very long. And if you look at the anti-material rifle damage here, it says 125 plus 25 physical. So it's quite a lot. This has 1,000 plus 200 physical. So it literally, when you shoot it, it doesn't just hit one thing, it hits an entire straight line of everything through it. It's pretty insane. So if you can unlock a railgun and use it, do it. So today, what I thought we would do is we would, well, let's first start some science, because after killing some biters, we have some available science that we can actually work on. So we're going to do that. We're going to get military 4. We are going to unlock, we'll do some refined flammables. We'll do some defenders. We'll do physical damage. We want that for sure. We'll do another physical damage. We'll do weapon shooting speed. Very cool. So we'll get to work on that. We have a bunch of science coming in. Okay, so what I was thinking that we would work on is getting stuff ready to go into the cargo rocket silo. And so I think that we should start by trying to automate the cargo rocket sections. So to do that, we're going to need some existing pieces all the way down over here. because we're going to need advanced circuits, which we're already making somewhere else. And then we're going to have to I'd probably just grab fast inserters from our little mall area, but we're going to have to automate iron chests. And then for the fuel tank, we're going to have to automate storage tanks and pumps. And then we're still going to have to grab more low density structures and more heat shielding from, well, we can either do it from our existing production areas, and same with rocket control units, or we're going to have to create brand new ones, which would put strain on the production of what we already have. So I think that we'll probably just grab from our existing area, except for the case of the low densities. The others I think would be a little bit strained. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna bring them over here and start loading them. And then so that is most of the rocket, but that has nothing to do with launching it. So you notice here that you can select all your different locations that you want to launch to, and if you change where you're going to, you'll notice that up here in the liquid rocket fuel section, it's going to change the amount of liquid rocket fuel required in order to launch. So that's very important to notice. You know, when you're going different places, you're going to want to remember that, because you're going to need the same amount of rocket fuel coming back. But we're going to go to novice orbit, and it's going to take 50,000 liquid rocket fuel to do that. So we want to get to work on that as well. And that one we can do first. It is pretty straightforward, and let's go grab some more steel. We're a little bit out of steel after building these. They're 1,000 steel each, not to mention they each have other things that take steel. So very expensive in terms of steel. And as you can see over here, I also have tried to increase the production of these, and it looks like we're actually short on light oil. Interesting. Let's actually try and go solve this really quickly, because that is super important for us to have. Why are we out of light oil? Are we just not producing enough? It seems like we may just not be producing enough oil here. If that is the case, and it seems like it is, I would like to increase the production. So we can do a couple things to increase it. We can, first of all, just do something like this, where we, add 2 more refineries on the end. We can make 1, and we need some electric motors. Oh, we're definitely not going to craft all those. No, thank you. So let's just grab a bunch of electric motors here. Okay, there's a bunch of electric motors. Okay, so we'll place those 2 down, and that'll help some, but I think that we'll want to increase this oil production even further, because being short on like light oil here is pretty detrimental. Like, this thing is hovering pretty low, and we should not be, I was about to say we should not be cracking light oil, but we don't have very much petroleum, so that's why it's cracking light oil at the moment. Dang, we really could use even more of these. That's alright. Alright, I'll do that offline. It's not the biggest of deals right now, but we do need a lot more rocket fuel than this. So right now, though, we are going to grab these, and I think I'm going to put them down over here, because it can be super inconvenient to have them right next to your cargo rocket silo, but we are going to need them pretty close. So we're just going to do this, and if you can kind of see, there are like these little pump icon looking things around the edges, and they're even back here, even though you can't see them. And that is where you're going to connect your rocket fuel to, the liquid rocket fuel. So over here, this is our liquid rocket fuel, and you can see it just takes solid rocket fuel, and that makes 1 solid rocket fuel is 50 liquid rocket fuel. So this takes, again, this is going to be 50,000. So that's going to be 1,000 rocket fuel that we're going to need in order to get to space in Novice orbit, and even more in other places. So eventually productivity bonuses will be super useful for these kinds of things. And let's just power this real fast. Okay. So now we have liquid rocket fuel started, at least. It's not going to be perfect. We're definitely going to add more of these in the future. But you can see here that our liquid rocket fuel is slowly but surely increasing. So you can also see the other things that we need in order to launch. We're going to need 100 cargo rocket sections and a space capsule. And then we can have up to 500 cargo if we want. We are going to start working on those cargo rocket sections. And let's see. So storage tanks and pumps are probably pretty easy. So let's see. Where are they? We got our pumps right here. Electric motors, pipes, steel plate, and this is iron beams and iron plate. So we have iron beams here that we're already making. And let's see. We are going to need these fast inserters for the cargo pods. But let's do the rocket fuel tank here. So let's make a little factory somewhere. Not really sure where we should make it. Maybe we'll make it over here and just belt it over. I mean, it can't really hurt anything. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put down this warehouse. And this warehouse is going to request stuff for us. It seems a little cheap, but I don't really care. We're just going to do this for now. Actually, we don't need to do the whole warehouse. We have these little strong boxes. So this can do our rocket parts for us. So we'll do that. And we will worry about conditions on these inserters later. But we're just going to do this for now. So it's going to take cargo rocket sections. Okay. And we'll do like 5, I don't know. No, we'll just do 1, that's okay. No, we'll do 5. I don't know. And let's see. We also want a space capsule, which, where is that actually? Maybe it's over here. There it is. Space capsule, just 1. And we probably need filter inserters here, because we have to be careful what we're inserting. So this one's going to be inserting our cargo rocket parts. So if we come over here, it's going to be doing these. And then we can just copy that over, and we're going to just blacklist it, because we're only going to have these 2 things in here. And then for the for this one, actually let's just do this so that it's easy to see when you're looking at them. And then for this one, we're going to connect this to our silo. And we're going to enable the condition that it will insert when this is less than 1. We may have to change that in the future, but for now, it's easy. And then this will be a similar condition, and I'm just going to use green for now. Let's keep it uniform so we don't run into issues later. This is going to be when the cargo rocket sections are less than 100 is when it's going to be enabled. And we're going to set the stack size to just not a control signal. Set stack size. Oh no, we want to override stack size. That's what we want. We just want to make it 1. I don't think that would make a difference, but you never know. Okay, So that's that. We're gonna have to make some roboports here and some robots, but that's okay. We'll get to that here momentarily. In the meantime, we are going to work on these rocket fuel tanks, I guess. But we need to pull advanced circuits down, so let's go do that real fast. And I'm running out of rocket fuel. I only have 5 left. Let's see. So instead of just sending the advanced circuits down to the west, we're also going to bring them down this way. And then we'll run them down into our mall area, which will be pretty close to where we need them. Okay, so let's see. Where should we run these down? Like maybe right here, right next to the sulfur, I think seems like a good place. Because then it'll end up pretty close to where we need it. Jeez, long belt. Okay, and let's see. So we'll do this. There we go. And then we'll just move that. Okay, so we got our advanced, our advanced circuits down here now. Goodness sakes. And, oops, we do not want to do that, that's for sure. Okay, we'll just bring this over here, that's fine. Okay. So I think that we can probably assemble our cargo rocket pods right over here. And I think that we might be able to just pull over steel and like this other belt with the iron and the electric circuits. So if we do this, we can put this like, I don't know, right here, let's say. And this is going to be our cargo rocket pods. And we'll have, actually, you know what we can do? We can just pull this belt of iron down. That seems like a good idea. And then this belt of steel we can easily just split and pull over. So like this, we'll just bring the steel belt through our little area like that. And that is super handy. There we go. Okay. And so for this, steel plates we'll be able to grab from right here. And then this is going to be the iron chest, which we'll insert like this. And then we need fast inserters. So these fast inserters are right over here. And I think that we can move this power pole. And then we'll insert something like that. And check it out. It ends up being really easy to pull those through as well. So we'll put down an inserter there. And we'll increase this count because we'll need them kind of in spikes. So maybe we'll make like 400 of them. I don't know. Seems reasonable. And then we'll bring this down here like this. Then we have our long-handed inserters that'll be able to grab them. And then our advanced circuits. Oops, do not want to do that. Our advanced circuits we'll bring like this. And that's everything. We just need to get the iron for the chests. And so we'll grab this iron belt right up here. And just run it down. There we go. And we'll be able to easily use this iron belt for other things if we need it as well. like, for instance, oh, and then we need to output this. So we're going to output this like this, and then we'll have a belt, and then we'll have another inserter here, and this is going to be the fuel tank. So for the fuel tank, we are going to need more advanced circuits. Then we're going to need this iron belt, actually. So if we run this right down here, again, this is going to need some other products. So let's see, how long does this take to craft? This takes 30 seconds, and this takes 30 seconds. So we're just going to start with one building, doing each of these right now. It's not ideal, but it's what we need. And we'll just do this, I guess. Yeah, seems good. Okay, and then this needs, again, we need, and we're kind of handicapping ourselves on space here a little bit, it feels like. But we'll fix it later if we need to, and we'll be able to move this stuff because we'll have bots that can do it. This is going to be just a temporary solution. So, needs pipes, and then we need tanks as well. Okay, so this is going to be for a tank. Oops, no, this is going to be for iron beams, which are down here. And then, let's see. We'll grab a long-handed inserter for these pipes. We'll grab a regular inserter, probably fast inserter. Fast inserter here. And then let's see what else. We need pumps, what are pumps again? They are electric motors, pipes, steel plate. So we'll just be able to, let's see, how are we gonna do this? We need, maybe if we do this, we'll be able to squeeze in a way for us to output. There we go, check it out. Okay, that's how you do belt spaghetti. Okay, and we can just get that through there. Okay, let's see. And we're gonna need this steel up here for the pump. Let's finish this. Oh, this just needs iron beams and iron plates, easy. Okay, so we actually have that. So this is outputting to this square here, and this is picking up from that square. So that's tanks done, pipes done. Now we just need the pump. So let's see. How do we do this? We go like this. Maybe? No, that's not gonna work. I think we go like this. There we go. This is gonna be for the pump. This is gonna go like this, and then we're gonna have to, sheesh, try and do some shenanigans here with the steel belt, which it looks like we'll be able to. Get rid of that tree. And we're gonna need to come in like right here. So like this. And this got real messy real fast, but I'm literally just gonna replace all of this with bots later, so it doesn't matter. There we go. And then if we come down here, this is gonna be the actual section being made. So we're gonna insert, the cargo pods, rocket fuel tank sections, and did we get everything? Oh shoot, we forgot to insert the motors. There we go. Alright, so that'll start making the pumps, and that'll start making the tanks, and then eventually that'll start making the parts. And then For now, we'll just, we can do a passive provider because we have this requester over here. We just need to get some coverage from a roboport and some bots over here. But there we go. So that's our cargo rocket sections being made. And this, how many is this? Let's see, it's 10, 20, 30, 40. So let's actually make this a passive provider strong box, because this is enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is almost enough. You can see 96 storage spaces. This is almost enough to do an entire rocket, so that's fine. But okay, so that's our little section that can start working. Almost. We need to get these 3 things down here. So let's fly over this way and see how we're going to do this. So somehow we need to get those 3 items together and over there en masse. We could, like I said earlier, I think we're gonna copy and paste this like up here. So let's do that. So if we just copy this and then fly up over here, then we just need to connect up the pieces. So let's do that. And let's rotate this. That's fine. We just need the belts to go in the opposite direction, which is okay. There we go. This belt is going the correct direction. We'll power it up. And then what do we need again? We need plastic, steel, copper. Okay, so we'll grab copper here. Alright, and let's see. This is going to be here. There we go. And I'm not going to do anything fancy with this. There we go. And looks like I was 1 space off, but that's fine. Alright, and then this is going to be a split between... This is going to be a split between the steel and plastic. Alright, so this is going to be steel or plastic. We can just grab the steel right here. There we go. So that's going to be steel. Alright, and then the final thing is just plastic, which we have over here. Unfortunately, it is not split, so we split it. There we go. And let's get rid of this stone. Okay, and then that's gonna come up right here. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. So that's more low densities. And then this belt is going to be a belt of low densities, which we will bring down above our processing units, which we are also going to need down here. So we'll bring both these down. And we're out of belt. So I'm going to go grab some more materials to finish our building, and we'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I finished bringing down the processing units. I brought down the RCUs and the heat shielding, and also the low density structures. It was a bit of a long process, so Don't want to make you sit through that. Just running belts, that's all it was. But as you can see now, we have our first cargo rocket section being made, which is awesome news. So we are going to start working very slowly again on our cargo rocket silo. And the cool thing is that, you know, the sections, you know, over here in our satellite rocket silo are made in the actual silo. But over here, I mean, they're just made in an assembly machine, so this doesn't take electricity at all, which is nice. We will, at some point, be working on our little space capsule as well that goes inside of there. And I also, offline, will be working on getting a roboport set up with some coverage and at least some logistics robots, which means I'm going to automate that. And also offline, while we were doing all of that, we started getting attacked from over here and over here. And I have, as you probably know, absolutely no defenses set up. So rather than setting up defenses, which we will do at some point, I'm going to take an offensive measure, and I'm going to go take these out. So I will have done that by next episode. But we made good progress today. You know, we're making everything that we need basically for our cargo rocket. We're going to be getting to space soon. We have processing units down here, so we can start automating some space assembly machines, which we are going to need in space. You know, we're going to have another mall up there that's making space stuff. So that is going to be on the docket for next time. And yeah, so we just have a bunch of little miscellaneous things that we're trying to finish off before we get to space. And in order to do that, we just need to, you know, throw stuff together just like this. You know, it's not going to be anything fancy. But once we get to space and we get a little bit higher tech levels, like bots and things like that, or sorry, requesters, we have bots. The requesters, you know, things will start to go a little bit faster, and we'll try and make builds a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger. But right now, we're just trying to get to the next step, which is that sweet, sweet space science. So that is going to be next episode, guys. Hopefully we'll get to space. It may be 2 episodes, though. So in 2 episodes, though, we'll probably be in space, which will be awesome. And we will have an awesome time figuring all that out together. But thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up below, and I will see you on the next episode. Have a good one.